Okay, now, so kind of up now. The timing on the live, okay, yeah, that one looked very weird. Anyway, so we are going to set up. Actually, I have to set up a bunch of things now that I'm at it. So first off, share this with a few groups. Apologies for if the camera is going to be swaying, but it's going to sway a little bit more. Also, it's a bit hotter when you just turn on the AC now and you... Okay, so players Philippines, Magic Gathering. Okay, there we go. A little bit up. Turn on chat box and alert box, and I'm going to try something a little bit not so different. It's what I usually do, but I'm going to, because I'm missing a lot of messages from you guys. I see them, but just not in a timely manner. So what I'm going to do is turn it on my phone here, lower down media. Then I'm going to hang it up here so that I could see it. Give me a second. Hold on, I should just hang it up like this. Ah! I'm afraid this is gonna collapse. Okay, there you go. Just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena, and today we are, well, without further ado, we're gonna do another draft of new Capenna. Looks like everybody knows that brokers is the way to go, but we're going to see how true that is today. Usually the assumption in these formats is that if too many people go towards one particular draft archetype, they're going to cannibalize it, and it allows others to get better. But we shall see how that pans out here. Okay, so we're just waiting for a few people, which is usually strange. Usually we're not waiting. Have people gotten bored of the format already? Probably. I don't think so. But it is an argument for not just drafting all the time right away. Like, sure, I'd like to collect the set right away, but it is a bit hard to... Okay, so... First off, 4 mana, 5/4. When deals combat damage, look at the top card of your library. You may cast a spell. There's Blitz. It's fine. Do I want to commit the Jund early, or do I want to just take the Jewel Thief right now, which is probably the best card in the bunch? Allows me to remain open between Jund, the Riveteers, the Cabaretti, and the Brokers. I also don't have any copies of it, but... Honestly, the safe pick is the Jewel Thief, but let's live a little large here. I'm gonna take this one, see if it pans out. If not, we just have to ditch it right away. And already it's looking like not panning out so much. White and blue look a bit open, but we could just take the Jetmir's Fixer, just solidify green and red. We can also just take the Riveteer's Outlook, because this is good, but not that great. I'm going to take the Outlook first. And we got the Proving Ground to go with it, so we do have the lands. Now we just need the creatures to work. Unfortunately, there's a there is a Strangle that I would really love to take here. It's probably a lot better than this. I'm just taking this because it's a rare, and because I'm very greedy. The correct pick is really Strangle. Don't at me. So taking a few rares here. But not a very promising start. At the very least, I can say this is what happens if you just prioritize your rares. You're gonna mess yourself up. And as much as I'd like to take Cabaretti Charm, that it requires a splash. The notable best picks would be, well, Civic Gardener is the safe pick. Chaldea Strong Arm is the strong pick. So we will actually take that. Alternately, we can take Crooked Custodian or Deal Gone Bad. I'm probably going to take the Deal Gone Bad. because because if we're going for this much power, we need to go make sure we have a lot of good removal. Now that I'm thinking of it, we probably should have taken the creature over the land here. So, but what are we on the lookout for here? We're trying to solidify at least two of the colors here. Though passing that red-green creature did not do us any favors. We ideally want to make sure we have at least enough removal. Also of note that although this is a rare, it's decent. It's not necessarily the strongest thing on the board. It is quite strong in the sense that you can cast spells for free. Although blitzing it does feel awfully poor. It is an option though. Not very strong for us here today, if I might say so myself. Let's see if we can get some other good stuff on the wheel. Just gonna ignore comments for the time being. Rocks Pommeler's too expensive. Glittering Stockpile is interesting. It's a nice treasure. It's just on the expensive side of treasures. So I'm actually gonna just take the Midnight Assassin here. And we can pretty much go black, red, green now. There's an Elegant Entourage that I will take here. Another decent creature. Alternately, we can take the Glamorous Outlaw, but I will take the Entourage first. The Outlaw actually is pretty good fixing. It is unfortunately another late game creature. I would have taken it if there was no other decent choice. But we need to solidify ourselves more or less in two colors. Figure that part out and we can figure the rest out from there. There's a Tavern Swindler, there's a Ready to Rumble, there's another Outlook. No one really takes Ready to Rumble because this is expensive removal. I could take the Tavern Swindler, but we're honestly gonna take another Outlook here. Okay, we got Libation and Civic Gardener. There's also an Ominous Parcel. A friend of mine always drafts the Libation. I don't look at it that highly. I'm actually gonna take the Parcel first, so at least it solidifies our removal suite quite a bit. We do get an Unlucky Witness. We actually get a copy of Jetmir's Fixer, which I want to go into. I prefer it over Unlucky Witness because we don't have any casualty spells quite yet. There is a big score, but not quite ready to score yet. There's a Graveyard Shift that's also quite good. We have two of these now. Do I want that or Incriminate? Actually, we're going to go for both of them. So the fact that these wheeled means that at least red-green is pretty much open. No one's really looking into it. We might be able to get a bunch of these cards on the wheel around. And we should be able to get first pick of the goodies there. But as far as our decent creature start. So we're kind of looking for like briefcases and gold hounds are good good ones to find. Security Rocks is also quite a decent one. Definitely do not want Cement Shoes. I don't want Jackhammer also, so we're probably gonna just take a Halo. There's a Halo Scarab or Gilded Pinions. I think I'll take the Scarab. There's a Sticky Fingers, which helps generate treasure. I will take at least one copy of it. And nothing so much here. Oh, Quick Draw Dagger. That one is a bit of a surprise. It's usually one of the better cards here. And speaking of better cards, Disciplined Duelist is very good, but it's out of our colors. Riveteer's Requisitioner. We don't really want it to die. Getaway Car. When it attacks or blocks, return up to one the crew did this turn to its owner's hand. It's quite good, but we actually want to get better cards like, say, the Jewel Thief here. In fact, I'm going to take the Jewel Thief here first. As much as I like the Getaway card, it's very cheap to crew and whatnot. It's actually just a bland vehicle for the most part. We don't have any ETBs until we took the Jewel Thief at least. Witty Roastmaster is a decent one. Price Fight's okay. Definitely not taking Structural Assault. I have to choose between the Roastmaster or another deal gone bad, which helps us in the removal suite. We're not exactly generating many creatures, so we're actually going to take another deal gone bad here. There's a Rogues Gallery. Ooh, now we're playing with some power. There's Pugnacious Pugilist. There's a Corrupt Court Official, which is annoyingly good. Pugilist is generally better, though our curve is leaning towards the high side. I'm gonna take the Corrupt Court Official first, but we have to also be careful with our mana. It's kind of all over the place right now. There's a good chance we might not even be able to run all these Jetmir's fixers because of their need to be early. There's a Glittermonger. I was high on it at first, but over time it did not feel great. I might consider taking the Glamorous Outlaw now. Price fight is not so necessary with the double deal gone bad now, although it's a neat combo with the Assassin. Oh, now here we go, Masked Bandits. Also a Girder Goons, which is now we'll take the Masked Bandits first. But Girder Goons is quite good here. Got ourselves a nice Crew Captain. This does give us problems with the... it's actually not so bad turn 4 if we're delayed on mana. So we'll take one of those. Maybe not. But let's plot our early game plan. Ideally, we want green red as our early mana. We can afford to take the black later, although I would like to play Court Official early. Maybe don't need to play it that early. Our removal suite is fair between the Parcel and the 2 deal gone bad, but it's fair, but it's not spectacular. Entourage, yeah, we really could have used the Pugilist on that one, but yeah, it would have comboed nicely with this, but we took the Official to give us a cheap early play. In hindsight, this is probably not the best one. There's a Tainted Indulgence. There's a Lighten Up, which is pretty good. Between the Halo Scarab and the Jetmir's Fixers, we do have enough creatures that are 2 power. We probably should be on the lookout for even more. And yeah, like a Mayhem Patrol is fine to blitz. High Rise Sawjack is a very decent 3-drop. There's a Crooked Custodian. This is gonna mess up our... I want to take the Custodian, but it's gonna mess up our mana badly. But we'll take it for now. And we probably might end up having to take there's an argument for taking a copy of Big Score, although we don't have Stimulus Package or the other payoffs. But I might like it better. But I'm gonna take one, just see if we have room for it. I probably do not want another second Halo Scarab. Yeah, it's a 2-1 that can create a treasure token, but you are taking a bit of time off just to make that token. And because our deck wants to play stuff continuously, this is a hard ask. That said, maybe the setup we're doing is kind of a hard ask already, so we might already be in trouble for whatnot. The Sticky Fingers is mediocre at best. I guess now we can take a Glittermonger. Alternatively, I might just want to antagonize. Yeah, I'm kind of down on the Glittermonger without treasure interaction. We'll take a Demon's Due, but probably not gonna run it. If I'm gonna run one of the 2 cards, it's most likely gonna be Big Score. Okay, now we can take a Glittermonger, but probably not gonna run it. We really need we need quite a bit of help here. Incriminate is kind of fine, but I don't like the fact that we're slanted so early on black. We have a lot of early black. There's a Broker's Ascendancy, but we can't exactly splash that. There's another deal gone bad. We're kind of all over the place here. I definitely don't want to take this. I probably will just take another deal gone bad. We've only taken 2 rares though, so we could use one more. I'll try to salve it. correct card to take is Deal Gone Bad, but I'm at least trying to make sure I get some of my value back. Will I be able to splash if ever? No, that's kind of too expensive. Another Mask Bandits is great. Tramway Station is okay also. I might actually prefer to take the Tramway Station now. Although Mask Bandits is really good here, I'll take a Tramway Station this time. It does solidify us in black-red, so we need to have more early creatures on black and red so that we're not too reliant on hitting green mana turn 2. Ooh. Oh wow, we are in real trouble. There's another Proving Ground, which I might just pass this time. We already got 3 rares. Fatal Grudge is decent as removal. Strangle is fine as removal. It sacrifices a permanent and draws a card. If we cast this early, it's really nice. If we but much later, it's kind of bad. It's either that or Strangle, or just take a Proving Ground. We'll take one Fatal Grudge. Let's do a... Okay, Security Rocks. Riveteer's Initiate is... Meh. Requisitioner's probably better. Would I want to take the Rocks? Let's see. I guess we can take the Rocks here. Because some 3-1... it's just a plain 3-1 for the most part that gives us a treasure token. The Rocks, even if it's just a 5/4/4/4, it's pretty decent for the most part. Let's see. Cut your losses if I want to take another rare. There's a Capenna Express. I'm more likely to take another Strong Arm instead, though. We already took our 3 rares, so I'm not too incentivized to force myself to take any more. Although Widespread Thieving, whenever you cast a multicolored spell, then you may pay if you do exile. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's either that or another Riveteer's Outlook, or even the Ready to Rumble. I'm gonna just take it, but I'm really not so sure how possible it is to run that one. Like, if I were to... Like, we need... Okay, if I were to take that, I would probably put the big score and Glittermonger in. Okay, Witty Roastmaster is probably a good fit here now. That we need to shore up our 2 and 3 game. The 2/6 manas kind of count as... the 2/6 plus mana cards kind of count as 2s. So that's not too shabby. We might end up cutting some of the we will have to end up cutting some of the weaker cards. Antagonize is fine, but not that strong. Civic Gardener, not that strong, but it's a cheap drop. I probably do not want to take a Capenna Express at this point because I might end up spending treasures in other ways. Okay, we got the Glittering Stockpile. We have another Fixer. Yeah, we're making green the splash, so we're gonna try to avoid what did I take? I have no idea what I took here. We can take a Chrome Cat to be safe. Join the Maestros is actually quite good if we have enough 2-power creatures, and we have quite a bit of them. Yeah, we'll take one of these. I don't know how to slot it. Fine, I guess we take... Do we take a Libation? If I could take Libation over Antagonize. There's a For the Family, there's a Daring Escape. This is pretty much just rounding the deck up. Hey, that's nice. Another copy of Larcenist that I'm fine with. But okay, so probably so we have to do some. So our removal suite not so great. We do have quite a bit of a creature package though, so we have to run on that. At least we have the double Riveteer's Outlook, but Our mana is gonna our mana's mainly going to be black and red for the most part, so yeah, we're not splashing the island here. We will keep the glamorous outlaws though. We are heavier on red, which is true so far. Yeah, we're probably not gonna run widespread thieving because what's the strongest card that we're gonna pick up if ever? Not so much actually. So quick draw dagger is neat. I might prefer that even. So the sticky fingers gives us some early treasures. Now I kind of wish I took the join the maestros. That gives us 2 big creatures, which kind of helps. So we need to cut 2 cards. I'm probably gonna cut the sticky fingers because we didn't hit any of the treasure payoffs. We're gonna keep the light them up. Keep the maybe I could just cut the libation also. Yeah, we're most likely gonna cut a non-creature spell. I might even cut 1 more non-creature spell. Like they'll cut the glittering stockpile for the join the maestros here. So that should give us more than enough creatures. The fatal grudge is a bit on a weird spot here. I might end up swapping it for Civic Gardener or the libation. Not that great the choice there. We are missing quite a bit of power. Like our power common's just the Jewel Thief. We're kind of reliant on the 2 deal gone bad. This is a very medium draft, if I may say so myself. It's not the most powerful thing. But we're gonna see how it goes. Let's see how it pans out. Wishing best of luck. Hey Gavin, thank you for throwing a like. How are you doing on your side of the world? Wait, hold on. And also, yes, this is a live stream right now. Yeah, definitely keeping this hand. Hold on. Live stream din po ba kayo sa Discord? No, I am not on Discord right now. I don't think my bandwidth can handle it. I'll maybe one day, because we're in the process of moving house. So if we do upgrade the line, I'll do a tech test to see kung kaya. So we'll run the Halo Scarab. Next turn we do the Outlook. Outlook, drop the rocks. Then probably excel the Glamorous Outlaw. Snooping Newsy. Opponent mills 3. Ooh, no, mills 2. Those are nice mills. So we are going to offer. Opponent trades. Usually they will not trade because this gets better over time. Mine does not get, well, okay. You're trading? Go ahead. Sure, go ahead. Yeah, also. Yeah, I should have turned on commenting. Seen the comments there. Hey. Hold on. Let's see. Mantilia Razon. Hey, thank you for liking the stream. Yeah. Yeah, I'll figure out one day if I can do Discord at the same time. So even Heart Stabber. That's a very good what do you call this? That's a very good deal gone bad target. Creatures. Actually, this one doesn't do much right now, so we're gonna just play the security rocks first. We can go deal gone bad later. Next turn we just do tramway station, then Glamorous Outlaw. So we are holding on to quite a few options. This does not get +2/+2 in Death Touch quite yet. It needs a little bit of help. Well, we're not blocking, that's for sure. Let's see what our opponent's response to this is. Murder. Could be worse. We got the removal spell out of the way. I could just play the Crooked Custodian to keep the pressure up. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we can even We can even excel the Halo Scarab during our opponent's turn. Hey, hey Gavin, question. You're gonna be doing any chess online lately or not so much? Like busy quite a bit with real life. Hopefully not busy sulking over Ateneo. Like that was a really close. That was a really close game after all. Okay, so opponent does have another Syndicate Infiltrator. That is probably the target I would go for, not the Haven Heartstabber. Let's see, does our opponent trade? Opponent's trading heavily. Do they hit? They haven't hit it yet, but we'll see if they hit it later. That might be a problem. Hey, Tim Sopkak, how are you doing? Did they hit it? Yeah, they hit their numbers. We'll end the turn. We could conceivably draw a card. We cap out at 6 anyway. We'll see. If our opponent plays something significant, we can always deal Gone Bad. Snooping Newsy. Mill 2 more cards. We're probably gonna... And we're gonna mill them even more because they already hit their 5. There's no point in... They might have a way to get cards back, but... We'll see. Oh, we even took out the Keza, which is really nice. So we can go Jewel Thief, but we don't have to do it right away. And we do like to scry too. They might have a Disdainful Stroke. Nope, Obscura Interceptor. Return target spell to its owner's hand. Not the worst thing that could happen. The lifelink is a bit annoying though. And we can recast it using the treasure, so it's not too bad. Okay, the initiate... Okay, now they're unloading. So we might be in trouble here. We don't exactly have a load of flyers. Yeah, the flyer issue might become a problem here. Unfortunately, I used my one light them up already. I am probably going to block Interceptor with Roastmaster if ever. Opponent is now flooding, but that means they can just keep activating this. I am gonna trade creatures if it ever gets to that, but yeah. If they... Yeah, kind of expected. We might need to start drawing extra cards, but we only have one more deal Gone Bad. We already used up our light them up, so that's a bit of a sad use case. We're gonna have to try to punch them faster. They're down to one more card. Hopefully we can scry our way out of this, but if that is really a Disdainful Stroke, I will really be annoyed. But if it happens to be like that, then it can't be helped. Okay, lets it land. But we are in trouble because okay. We got the Envoy, we got the Fatal Grudge. I'm actually gonna keep it like this. Let's see if our opponent has an answer. I would really feel bad if I have to Like, I could swing with these guys first before committing to the Fatal Grudge. But my inability to deal enough damage in the early game is a problem. Echo Inspector, yeah. The blue has the power with all them flyers. I can still safely swing with everything though. Thankfully, opponent lets some damage through. So they will have to. They're gonna sacrifice that instead, and we're gonna play the Envoy. No blitz. Opponent might have removal for this, but at this rate, we're probably in more trouble for a different reason anyway. Yeah, opponent unloading the double initiate for the life gain is a really big deal here. Also see if they happen to draw into removal. Nope, another snooping Newsy, so the lifelink is an issue. Yeah. That's not gonna help us. Opponent probably blocks this to limit the to limit what I can cast. I'm in trouble in any case, well, opponent's gonna block it. That's fine. So we can cast a 2-mana spell for free, or just put it in our hand. You may not play this card then. So let's see if we hit any outs here. No. We did walang reach. Yeah, you could have sacked the treasure instead. Wait, shares a Wait, sack a treasure to what? Hold on. Can't be Fatal Grudge because it has to share a type with the sacrifice permanent. So I don't think that's what you're referring to. Walang reach? Yeah. So all those creatures that have reach, maybe I should not have passed them. Oops. Wait, actually, but we'll take a look. Let's double check if we do have any with reach. Not really. Yeah, this is gonna be a big problem. If it's all gonna be about creatures with reach, we might have stumbled into the one big weakness of this color. Like, I could play Antagonize for some cases, but yeah, we're keeping the Incriminate because we are really short on removal here. Yeah. I really wish I could just sack the treasure and just get one of their creatures that way, but no, that's not how it's worded. That would have been nice. I would have loved that. Yeah, that's probably something to look out for. Anyway, we're definitely keeping this. We do have a turn 3 Jewel Thief. I already know that we're kind of having an uphill battle with this draft, so I don't expect to go very far. Opponent goes Obscura Storefront. Yeah. To think I could have gotten a nut. We hit most of our mana, so I might actually keep this for cycling. We don't exactly have any double colored spells. Backstreet Bruiser. Then next turn we'll see what our opponent plays. Obscura again, so Obscura actually pretty good. Lots of flyers in these colors. Opponent holding back kind of scares me a bit. I'd like to deal Gone Bad, but this is probably not the most relevant creature to do it. Yeah, we'll just play Midnight Assassin. Hold back on the Incriminate for a bit. We could offer the trade, but it's really bad for us here, because we have use for our other creatures at least. Okay, Connives. So we'll see what our opponent does. Another Connive creature would let this guy attack. We can then just incriminate the other two guys for that matter. Spendable Lackey, that's not one of them. Probably not going to incriminate the Lackey. He's expendable. Probably just attacking with the Midnight Assassin for now. If our opponent has removal for this, I want to get it out of the way. We'll probably stack the Glamorous Outlaw. A little chat, casualty, so drawing quite a few cards. Okay. They might end up making a fish right away. We have a Masked Bandits, but we can cast that naturally, and we're probably bound to hit a land soon. So we might just go for the Glamorous Outlaw next turn. Obscure Initiate again. Now they could do this anytime, so... Wait, nope. Activate only as a sorcery, so they're not doing it now. Well, we did hit the deal Gone Bad, so... Let's hope the target player mills 3 cards part doesn't come back to bite us. Also, we're really kind of slow going right now. This is not the fast-paced game I expected. Make this appear. Sacks a counter. Oh, okay, sure. So decline. Our opponent was forced to sacrifice that, so that's actually fine. I can Fatal Grudge to force them to kill this one, but we don't have to quite do that yet. We can just we can just start bashing with Jewel Thief. I can block with Midnight Assassin if I need to. Hey, Jericho Elagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? How's your week been so far? Opponent's going for a Chrome Cat. Now that is something I can sacrifice the treasure token to. If our opponent attacks with Initiate, I will block with Midnight Assassin. So hopefully we hit another land. So if I do the Fatal Grudge... Okay, we did. Bye-bye, kitty. There we go. Now that is a good one. Unfortunately, I played my land already, but you know what? That's fine. We're gonna still keep bashing with Jewel Thief. And we now have Deal Gone Bad backup. That's a weird way to say it, but there you go. Actually, you know what? You know what, Tim? That's probably... I really need to thank you for what you said earlier. You got me thinking about that one, so that really worked out. One is gonna go Citizen's Crowbar. That will pump this one. Okay, they do have... This is not the same opponent, but having another Aven Heartstabber is kind of concerning. Okay, we have a Ziatora's Envoy. We're gonna do a shuffle first so that we don't... And let's see. We have... Yeah, we'll hit the mountain there. Land the Glamorous Outlaw because our opponent's tapped out. Ooh, nice. Very good scry. We will swing with Jewel Thief. We will offer the trade for the Obscura Initiate. Nope, opponent's not taking it. Opponent surprisingly not... Okay, there's a Broker's Veteran, but they might be in trouble elsewhere. Expendable Lackey, they're going out of their way. We could just keep swinging with everything. I am tempted to blitz the Envoy now. Also note that I don't have any artifacts enchantments here, so that's pretty good. Opponent might move this around, but that's 2 mana. Like, where would you put it? Okay. Yeah, by putting the parcel on the battlefield, it will mess up their combat math. Okay, jump block. That's gonna be super weird if they decide to... Yeah, normally the correct block is Initiate Citizen, so only 1 creature gets killed. They are concerned that I might just activate this. Yeah, by placing the parcel, we don't give them very good options. Also, if they choose to sacrifice now, I can't... Okay, that's 5. Okay, so here's the interesting part here. Initiate's not gonna get a token because of Ominous Parcel. And I need to double check. Yeah, because it's the equipped creature, so... Yeah, nothing's activating on the Crowbar anymore. Yeah, we outsmarted the... We outsmarted Broker's Veteran there. Yeah, Citizen's Crowbar doesn't work quite that way. I actually misplayed this one quite a bit also. And there we go, we got our win. Although I really wish we got to play the Envoy. Never mind. We made it work. We made it work. That's all I'm happy with. Let's see if we can get a few more wins there. Not familiar with that card enough yet. Well, that's okay. There are many cards that you really have to play with a lot just to get familiar with. Let's see if we can keep the journey going. Really hoping things don't turn out quite badly, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, good, very good start. We will keep this. Turn 2 Crooked Custodian's always good. Bit of a shame that well, technically the Custodian early is still a much better play. Oh, we can also play Fixer, but we're gonna save that a bit. We're gonna play Roastmaster because the Custodian is just bigger all in all, and our opponent, and this really is only good early. And we will play the Roast Master. Opponent might have a burn spell for this. Though light them up, they still need to have a creature on board. There's your creature on board. Okay, some slight awkwardness here. I'm gonna play the Midnight Assassin because that's the most mana efficient. I wish we drew. And let's see. I am gonna swing with both just to keep the damage train going. Opponent is most likely gonna block. Hello there. How are you? Hello there. Hello there, Josh. How are you doing? For okay, opponent does hit their mana. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a bit weird here. Okay, Fleetfoot Dancer. We could just block this straight up. Opponent's not giving us that option. Hold on, we need black, red, green, red. So we need double red, but there is a very good chance I'm going to end up casting Fatal Grudge anyway. I would love to use it with a cheaper creature, but our opponent is about to... drop more creatures, so this is not gonna guaranteed hit. So at least we're getting closer to Mask Bandits. We do get to do the Fixer official combo. Let's see how at least we took care of our opponent's rare, so that's a little bit of a weight off our shoulders. Hey. Opponent is gonna... Okay. Attended Socialite into Venom Connoisseur. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Not exactly meaningful. The order could have changed either way. Okay, we did hit our 6 mana, so Mask Bandits is quite good here. I will offer a trade with the Attended Socialite. Because we do need, because this color grouping relies on their creatures, and we need to get as many of it out as possible. I'm also gonna play the Corrupt Court Official and not hold up for pumping the Jetmir's Fixer here. We will play Mask Bandits next turn. That's a certainty. Opponent discards a Cabaret Courtyard, so they might not necessarily need all that mana. I would love to get the Mask Bandits, but the Venom Connoisseur makes it hard as long as they have extra creatures. On the flip side, we can pump the Fixer to a 4/4 if we need to. Buy your silence. Okay, sure. Okay, we're not incriminating anything anytime soon, but we are gonna dump the Mask Bandits. Actually, this makes Incriminate really good because our opponent will need to hold up 2 creatures. So, and because this has Menace, we can mess it up quite a bit with Incriminate here. Let's see. Opponent going for the Caretaker, Caterer. X equals 0. Yeah, so they're not finding anything. So I could so if this is all they're playing, I can incriminate this board. Okay, we also hit a Halo Scare. That said, if our opponent has any decent removal, we are in trouble. We are kind of in trouble here because all our eggs are down to these baskets. Opponent might have a luxury, might have a libation. They can trade. Oh no, they don't. They're just trading this. Boon of Safety. That's not the worst thing that can happen. What do you think about the set? About the Warhammer set? I don't normally play Commander that much. I feel like it is at least from the spoilers, it is very faithful to the Warhammer universe so far. Though truth be told, I know more from the memes and from the video games compared to the actual actual Warhammer lore. I might need to look it up a bit. I could swing with Mask Bandits, force the double trade, let the Halo Scarab get through. Alternately, I can just swing with Halo Scarab. Not okay, but not so sure about how this setup works. Okay, opponent's trading with Social Climber, which is weird because the Caterer is kind of a dead. It's kind of done its thing. Oh, Boon of Safety. That's why. Okay, so it's a good thing we're getting it out. We're getting the Boons of Safety out of the way, so I'm not too unhappy with that. But yeah, I would like to see more spoilers. Enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. So our opponent is starting to catch up while we are starting to get flooded, but opponent can't exactly swing yet. So as long as we're dodging removal, we're still kind of fine. Okay, I'm not so sure if the blitz was correct here. But definitely our opponent is gonna double block Mask Bandits. So, okay, that's not too bad, all things considered. Let's see what we hit off the top. No, it may not play. Yeah, we will end the turn, draw a card. Crew Captain is quite good. We'll save on that one. And we also get to cycle the Proving Ground here. Usually you have to be very careful in these colors that because there is quite a lot of blitz. So I want to see. They're most likely going to just gain 4 life. If they target one of the artifacts... Okay, they're gaining 4 life. That's expected. So, Crew Captain not going to get through here. Yeah, we're going to need some extra help. We're going to pass here first. Not very ideal, but... Yeah, we are missing a lot of late game in our deck. We'll see if our opponent respects. No respect. Let's see, do they have a follow-up creature? Jewel Thief, that's fine. We hit the Jetmir's Fixer, so... That's a fun... They might just take it. I think we do let them... I think we just only deal 4 here. We're gonna hold on to the dagger for as long as possible. That's gonna be our surprise tech. Kinda wish we tapped the mana a bit... Well, there's no way we could have tapped the mana differently. So there's a fight rigging. Wow. So our opponent might get something really big that would mess us up here. Yeah, we were missing key cards like Cleanup Crew. So we're definitely taking 9 damage. Cabaretti at the beginning of your upkeep. Okay, that does nothing. Swing. Okay, opponent is playing conservatively. Does this get trample? No, it does not get trample. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. I want to see how the opponent blocks this one. Yeah, pay with treasure. Activate. Hold on. Yeah, I did not have enough. I made the mistake. I miscounted. I should have done this one turn before. Yikes. Okay, goes on top. You may reveal it. They revealed it but did not put it in their hand. Yeah, unfortunately we have to block. Oh no, they're not going for it. I did the math wrong. That was a problem. Do we have an out for this? Light them up. It's kind of an out. But yeah, we're gonna lose this one. Kaya pala walang commander or type of style din ng gameplay mo, naninibago lang. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of a learning curve here. Yeah, I'm going to end up giving the crew captain. Man, it was so close. Yeah, I did not get any really big creatures. An opponent did hit another Jewel Thief. Yeah, we're not gonna get past anymore at that point. So close. Not a very great day today. It is what it is. Oh well, sometimes your draft fails on you. Okay lang. Hindi pwede, hindi kaya palagi panalo. Though, yeah, I also don't have the removal to actually answer that. Like the fight rigging got it out of the way. That kind of ruined it for us. I'm already gonna probably put in a big score over, say, the. I like to join the Maestros. I'm probably gonna cut the quick draw dagger. As good as it is, sometimes we don't hit the scenario where it's quite that good. Like sometimes it's good, sometimes it just misses. Although in that case, we really missed badly by miscounting. Like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we would have needed another. We would have needed 2 treasures to make that work. So okay, this one is a strange keep. We got the turn 2 fixer, turn 3 roast master. We need to hit black mana. We know that black mana is our majority, but we are really in trouble here. I'll play the fixer first. I can then just play Tramway Station next turn, because I depending on what our opponent has, I do want to play Deal Gone Bad soon. Skycrier, that's fine. Yeah, just get the extra damage in for now. Opponent is playing Obscura again. Toulouse. Ooh, nice buyer silence. But we are definitely gonna deal Gone Bad this card. Also, let's see. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put the card's X exiled with it into their owner's hand. Oh no! This is not good. I have to... Okay, I can't do Fatal Grudge. And the problem with Deal Gone Bad is I have to mill myself, or else our opponent is going to draw all these cards. Okay, opponent takes it. Okay, not the worst mill. Opponent. Okay, backup agent makes this a little bit larger. We can deal Gone Bad. Broker's Veteran. Okay. We can also just hardcast Ziatora's Envoy. Actually, we're gonna... I want to see how they block. If they block with only Veteran, I will just pump it +1. Puts a shield counter, but we have another... Yeah, we don't have to... Yeah, Jetmir's Fixer apparently is very greedy in mana. So opponent did not play. Hey, Philip M. Gebo. Please let me know how it's pronounced. Hey, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing right now? How has your week been? Okay. So at least that should fix our mana a bit more. We hit the security rocks. But we have to... nuke this one now. Our opponent might have a counter spell, but if it's like the Disdainful Stroke, it's better to get it out of the way there. They might have a pump spell, which would be annoying. But at least it's used in defense, so nothing... Okay, just letting us draw cards. Fine. That's actually not bad. Yeah. That's actually not bad, all things considered. We managed to nuke the Skycrier and the shield token. If opponent decides to buy side, let's check sorcery speed. So there's a very good chance I might not hardcast Ziatora's Envoy. Okay, now this is interesting. I can... I might just play the security rocks. I can also play Mage's Attendant, but... Actually, we'll play the Elegant Entourage first. Though I think if our opponent does hit their 5th land, Security Rocks is a better target. At least for us. Entourage not too bad also. Opponent is doing quite a bit of math, seeing what they can get away with. So Rooftop Nuisance, just tapping both. Okay, not the worst thing that could happen. They do hit they do hit their 5th mana. We're actually missing out on mana a bit. We kind of need some extra help there. Oh, there you go. Oh, yes. How's it going? Francis Bopa. Jibo with a hard G like giraffe. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so we will resolve. We will pay the 1. Which means our opponent still has to nuke their Mage's Attendant. And they have to sacrifice one of them, but because they have no other choice, they Boon of Safety. That's not how it works. Okay, but our opponent does get a good scry. Yeah, we pass. Well, our opponent now learned how that works. Now let's see what our opponent drops next. They might... No, Celebrity Fencer. Hold for Ransom. Now, this still has activated abilities, so let's take advantage of that. So we're gonna play the Witty Roastmaster, give Jetmir's Fixer +1 in Trample. Then we're gonna play Fatal Grudge, sacrifice a non-land permanent, force our opponent to sacrifice Celebrity Fencer, and we draw a card. Not too bad. I mean, if opponent did hit their 7 mana now, so let's see. Maestro's Initiate's not bad. Let's see what they do next. We do have a light them up, and we have Security Rocks as follow-up as well. So we're gonna start with the light them up. Okay, they don't have anything for that. Yeah, I do want to play the security. I do want to play the Security Rocks. Yeah, our opponent's probably just gonna buy its silence, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. Hey, so opponent's still at 7 mana. We did give up some removal spells. If our opponent has Shattered Seraph, we would be in trouble. Most likely they're just gonna, yeah, buy silence. Makes a treasure token, which does help our Jetmir's Fixer a little bit. I am gonna blitz Ziatora's and Envoy. Go for the throat in a manner of speaking. Yeah, there we go. We steal the win. So that's a very good finisher for us. So not too bad, not too bad. Drafting has not been easy. I don't think it ever has been. Especially in our case, I'll be honest, the way we did the draft is kind of backwards, if I may say so myself. Taking the big 3 mana rare. If it was even more busted, like say, okay, if it was an Obnixilis, that's an auto take. If it was, what's another really busted rare? Actually, it's more like the busted mythics. What's your favorite mana color? Do you play mostly? Construct. I have an affinity for red-white, though in standard it's mostly been white these days. In Explorer, it's been a bit more of. It's been a little bit more what do you call this? Yeah, it's been a little bit more white-blue control. I pretty much play whatever works. But if you ask me favorite colors, it's definitely red-white. So okay, 50-50. Okay, I don't need the black right away, so we're gonna take the green mana because we do have 2 Jetmir's Fixers. Well, we drew the mana anyway, so that's not too bad. We do need to hit 4 mana on time, so let's see. We don't have any double colored. But ideally, we want to play more red. Play the Ominous Parcel. Then next turn is most likely. Yeah, it's a bit. We're on the slow start plan. Opponent's just going for Rivet Requisitioner. Not too bad, if I may say so. So we will most likely just exile the Glamorous Outlaw, but we are taking quite a bit of damage, so this might be a problem. This is also 5 mana to sack, so we're not activating this anytime soon. Requisitioner again. Ooh, I would love to cast Into the Maestros, but that might have to wait a bit. I'm gonna hold up the Deal Gone Bad. At least, just in case they have a much better creature than what we're looking at right now. Kind of relying on Deal Gone Bad. Also note that we can just play Strong Arm for normals, or we can just cast the Join the Maestros likewise. Sticky Fingers. No, we're unfortunately going to be giving our opponent the treasure. We're giving our opponent the treasure token either way, but I'd rather it be on death. Ooh, those are nice hits. Nice, nice, nice. They also get to draw a card. I missed that one. I should not have let them... I should not have let it land. Okay. We do need to cast on turn 5. Opponent might have a kill spell. Let's force them to use it. Next. They have their own Strong Arm, but I wouldn't call that a good trade. Well, they still have a creature on board, so maybe it is a good trade for them after all. We probably end up holding mana just to snipe this guy. Or the rocks. Halo Scarab. If I cast this, I just end up... I'm just gonna do this now. But we are in trouble, for the most part. Opponent does have Ognis. What's this? Whenever creature you control with haste, so there you go. We hit our big score, but that's gonna have to wait a bit. We are gonna keep the Deal Gone Bad. Do we want to keep the... Swamp? Not really. I have to assume our opponent has a way to... But yeah, we're probably on the losing end of this battle here. This might be a short episode, guys, all things considered. Also goofing up that Jetmir's Fixer. Okay. Power Sledge Arsonist. Okay, we've held them off for the time being. So they could sack the treasure, and then they could activate this to snipe this. Sure. It's not the worst thing that could happen. So I am going to block with the Glamorous Outlaw. I want to see how they activate this. Because the important thing is... they need to spend all their mana just to make this quite viable. And Deal Gone Bad is still better in that regard. So I'm going to make them use up all their mana here. I'd rather snipe Ognis, but this is not bad for us too. Shame they're not giving up the creature. Ooh, nice, nice snipes, nice snipes. Okay, so we managed to get out of there. Okay, we might as well just Halos. We might as well just sack for join the Maestros now. I'd love to cast a big score, but that'll wait a bit. Yeah, we need to have the we need to have the decent sized creatures at this point. We have to keep punching and all that. Am I willing to swing with Glamorous Outlaw? No, it's but I'm more willing to swing with these warrior tokens though. Jetmir's Fixer again. Looks like we're both on the same boat. Hopefully we hit a land so that we have something good to discard for a big score. Also, let's see. 3, 4, 5. Our opponent could make this a 5. Doing this main phase feels a bit weird, but yeah, I figured we would draw a land. Let's steal their last card. Our opponent can sack the treasure just to snipe this, or, well, they could sack the tramway station or Razor's Ring for the same effect. That's not too bad. Opponent might even prize fight just to take out the token. That's not the worst thing that could happen. So I could swing with these two. Just I'm probably gonna swing with just one. Yeah, it just takes out Ognis, which is not the worst thing that could happen. I can play Midnight Assassin, sack this, force our opponent to use up the Power Sledge Arsonist. We can at least sack the tramways. Okay, opponent's now gonna be able to sack land for cards. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So not enough to snipe Outlaw. In fact, it looks like they're going the other way. Now they are yep, they're gonna just target that. Unfortunately, if they swing with this one, 1, 2, 3, yeah, we have to mass block this. Five, 6. So the good news is they can only take out the Glamorous Outlaw. So we hit the Envoy, which is actually really good here. Yeah, I'm gonna swing here now. Might be a bit of a mistake here, but yeah, it's gonna be really bad if it turns out our opponent had a murder, but we'll see. If it gets to the point where our opponent has to sack like Razor's Ring, it's not the worst that could happen. Jetmir's Fixer. Okay, fine. We will end up just converting the Halo Scarab. Opponent just pays 1 to ping us for 1. So we can... Oh, as much as I'd like to do Fatal Grudge, they most likely just sack the Arsonist, so not so great. I am gonna crack the tramway station first, see if we hit something nice out of that. Okay, light them up is actually nice. In fact... Not so sure how good that is, but it might be better for us here. Okay, we get to play that. Can't Fatal Grudge, but not like we want to. Not Courier's Briefcase makes a token. Opponent does not have the colors for this. They're more likely to just crack for Tramway. Oh, they can't. Oh, if they crack for Tramway, they have to crack the Briefcase. Okay, so at least we're punching through. And Jetmir's Fixer, definitely casting that. And we should actually be able to pump this quite a bit. Second Courier's Briefcase. Not enough to... Oh, I like what they're thinking. Okay, also means Fatal Grudge is not so good here. Yeah, because like they have 3 colors here, but to generate the other 2 colors, they need to tap these. So not enough. So they're not gonna... Yeah, opponent sees that. They probably would have had to give up their entire board just to take care of... They would have to give up their entire board just to deal with the Envoy. So, not so bad. We've been surviving off the back of the Ziatora's Envoy. There were a few games where it did not work out, so... But let's see. Now, ideally in Premier Draft, you want to at least win 4 matches. Now, don't get me wrong. 3 is somewhat okay because you at least make 1,000 gems back. Ideally, you'll make 4 because that's 1 extra pack and the gem return is quite better. 5 is really good because you make back your entry fee in gems. 6 and 7 is just gravy, although 7 is really good. So... Okay, this is a bit awkward. We might have to do Ominous Parcel turn 1, turn 2 sack it to get our red source. It's not the end of the world though. And if our opponent plays 2 creatures, we might have the time to... Okay, never mind. Tramway Station. That's... So we have our color set up, so less pressure to Ominous Parcel. Opponent has a Tavern Swindler. I could light it up right away, but it feels awkward. Anyway, we kind of want more... black mana. Okay, we have black-red. We have black already, so we kind of want red now. Let's play the Parcel. If our opponent plays... Hopefully our opponent plays a second creature, we get to incriminate someone. Fatal Grudge would be a bit interesting, but that might have to wait. Opponent is playing Obscura. It looks like a very popular color set. Okay, opponent does not, so... I could just light them up. For safety, I'm gonna play the Midnight Assassin. It's the most realistic thing to do. If our opponent has a counter spell for it, it's fine to get it out of the way. It's not the worst thing that could happen. Removal spell, also not... Actually depends, because white and blue tend to be enchantment-based removal. Okay, Psionic Snoop, not the worst. So we do get to incriminate one of these 2 as a result. And we can still hold a Fatal Grudge afterwards, or even light them up, depends on the situation. Opponent giving up a Skycrier. Interesting to note that... Okay, opponents hits only 3 mana. There's an argument for just blocking with this right now so that they play another creature. Alternately, they might end up playing a defensive spell like a Boon of Safety. Okay, no, none of that happened. Let's see, show me another creature. No other creature there. So no point in incriminating. I could just hold up for Big Score or Mask Bandits. So I'm probably just going to hold up for the Mask Bandits here. Exotic Pets. Okay. So that's our opponent's way of generating a ground force. Not too bad. Also note that our opponent might be playing a 5-color special. So let's see if they play something. Nope. I'm just gonna exile this. Technically I don't have to, but unfortunately I don't have much in the way of instants and whatnot. So my turn. So Jetmir's Fixer is good. So probably want to incriminate first. Then we can just light up the what. They're most likely gonna sack the Psionic Snoop, so we can just light up the other token. Obscura Charm. Okay, so they did have a counter spell. Good thing I didn't try to go for big score. That would have been embarrassing. So minimizing the damage a bit. Still taking quite a bit of hurt here. Not too... Opponent plays a Broker's Veteran, so... Let's see. Fixer, not very good with Fatal Grudge. I have to remember I can never block this. Opponent plays Maestro's Initiate, so they're completely tapped out. Yeah, missing mana really hurts here. I might have to just sack this just to hit our land drops, which is really sad. But let's see. Forest, Mountain. Let's play their Mountain. Yeah, we're not hitting our mana on times really was a bit sad there. What are we gonna hit? Most likely we're gonna try to avoid hitting the Broker's Veteran. Also, our opponent kind of flooding right now. So yeah, taking 4. Our opponent does get to draw a bunch of cards, so not ideal, but we cannot also just take a ton of damage either. So okay, so we hit our 6 mana. So I'm gonna play the Jetmir's Fixer first. We're probably gonna give up on Fatal Grudge. Sure, I can cast it to draw another card, but it feels really bad. I'm also gonna just hold... Yeah, just hold it up for big score. Also, we are threatening to pump. Okay, opponent draws a ton of cards. Can't really do anything about that. So the... Opponent okay, might be really flooding here. Yeah, we cannot go down to a 3-turn clock here. So our opponent might have a kill spell for this, can't really do anything about that. They might still have a kill spell for this. Wait, are they letting it go? Oh, they did let it go. Okay, sure. Not the worst that could happen. It is harder to kill this, but it's still not the worst. If we could Celebrity Fencer, sure. Is their last card another creature? That okay? No, it's not. So Fatal Grudge not so good. Another Jetmir's Fixer is good. I want to cast Mass Bandits, but not quite yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast another Jetmir's Fixer. There's a good chance we end up going for the big score. Especially if this grows into an absurdly large number. Although another trick we can also do is to double block, force them to... Okay, they don't have it. So we just need to survive 6 more turns. Not the best thing in the world. They do have a way to sack to draw, so... First, let's cast this. See if our opponent has a counter for this as their last card, but you know what? It's not the worst thing that can happen. Okay, Crew Captain is not bad. So neither is Masked Bandits for that matter. And so we also have a Jewel Thief. So we're gonna swing with Crew Captain first. They might have an out for this, but let's get it out of the way. Really curious what their last card is. We just need to hit one of our deal gone bads for the fish. End of turn, I might just pump one of the fixers, not both, and definitely don't blow all my treasure tokens on that. Okay. Still a bit of a tenuous situation. I'm actually surprised our opponent hasn't sacked the tramway station yet. They've been drawing enough gas apparently. Yeah, they're just holding back. And we'll activate one. See if our opponent has a response to that. Nope. Okay. With the Roast Master. Now, I am going to offer the Crew Captain again, but I'm also going to offer these guys as well. They probably have a spell that... They probably have a kill shot. I'm expecting one of these guys to die. So, yeah, I'm expecting a... Yeah. So, okay, Psionics, Loot Blocks, Jewel Thief. So what exactly do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Activate ability. Probably don't pay with treasure. Otherwise, this is so weird. I'm pretty sure something is up. Just haven't seen it yet. Obscure a charm. Okay, so that was expected. So thank goodness we didn't blow it all there. Yeah, we'll cast the bandits next turn, and also we can just start pumping this guy later. This is their second charm. Another charm would be really interesting. Also, I have to assume that they probably have another. Of course, they have Rafine. So now all of a sudden the fish token is a bigger problem. Because now they can connive. Oh, they're attacking with everything. Well, I would like them to attack with everything actually. So only +2, but we're dead next turn unless we hit something. They they got us. Not, and they got us. That was a very good connive. Oh well, so we didn't exactly break the bank this time. 4 wins with considering how sketchy our draft was to begin with, it's not the worst thing that could happen to us, but well, we could do better. One of these days we'll do much better, but oh no, it's not even 4 wins, it's 3 wins. So that could be better. This is slightly below average, if I may say so myself. But there we go. That's going to be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Let's might as well crack these packs, see what we got. What's our consolation prize here? Okay, there's a Brazen Upstart. Hey! Orobrask. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what else we got. Widespread Thieving. Okay, that one not so much. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna see if I can do a scroll back. Okay. Many thanks to Mantilia Razon, Tim Sop, Cat, Jericho Ilagan, Philip M. Jibo for liking. Also, let's see. Let me double check on comments as well. Double check comments. Ooh, wow. Okay. Many thanks also to Gavin Ong. Thanks to thank you to Josh as well. That's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.